What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Bat Gun. This is set number 271609-1. Year it came out was 2016, age group 5+, and it's got a piece count of 29. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video, and this is an absolutely super awesome, fun little build. I'm gonna have to say, I was trying to get some more words in there, but this is super awesome. It looks fantastic. It's fun to play with, and you can lose as many studs in seconds. So we're gonna try not to lose some, but once we've built it, we're going to have a little bit of a play with it. It's our rapid shooter. It's really, really, really cool. So this was, like I say, this was a Nexo Knights build, and it came with the Lego magazine. Believe it or not, there was a Lego magazine, Nexo Knights, that came out, and it first came out in, I think it was January the 1st, 2016. And it ran for a couple of years, and it finished in December 2018. Unfortunately, maybe the whole theme died out. I don't know. Nexo Knights have some really super crazy cool builds. They're a bit like Ninjago, a little bit like Monkey Kid. I've never built a Monkey Kid set yet. But we have done a little bit of Nexo Knights, but they've always been like the micro builds. This has been the first minifigure scale build I have done of Nexo Knight. Like I say, it is super cool, super fun. There are no instructions to it, so I'm going to have to go by picture and go by process of elimination, which is fairly easy. Let's dive in and build it, shall we? Here's our parts. We got some cool wings there. We got some two little wings there, which is super cool. We got plate special here with like the spider web. We got our multi-shooter here. Now, before I tried doing the video, I tried to get the trigger out, but once the trigger's in, folks, it's virtually impossible to get out unless you got a special tool to pinch that. I tried to, and I didn't want to break it, but this particular one came with the black outer shell and the light bluish grey trigger, so this was perfect. And then we've got all these neon orange. Now these aren't trans orange, these are trans neon orange. As you can see, they're really out there. We've also got some Technic pieces. We've got axle, and we've got a bushing, a couple of plates. Right, so we're going to start off with the shooter. Let's start off with the shooter first. Very easy. First of all, we're going to load up the shooter, and I'm going to double up the studs because they're harder to lose the studs if I double them up. So I'm going to double up the studs, which in effect you didn't have to, but I don't want to lose the studs. So double up the studs, and then we're going to lock and load. So you put the stud piece in, see the stud end there, goes into the little tubes around it. So we got one, and it takes 6 in total. 2. Also doubled up, they are easier to load. 3, 4, 5. Look how vibrant that orange is. That's super crazy. It lives up to its name, neon orange. There we go. That's our shooter loaded. Now we want something to put it in place, and we're going to put an axle in there, and this axle is a 4 stud long axle with a stopper on the end. The stopper needs to be on the front end, so it's going to go drop in like that, and that's what's going to help rotate the barrel rotate. I'm going to put my finger in there just to stop the thing from coming out, and you're going to secure it in place with the bushing. So push that in there all the way, pinch it just a touch, and that now gives us a gap between this plate here. So I'm going to keep my finger there because it's going to push the axle through. And you want, see on this plate here, if I can catch it, you see the studs on this plate. There you go. See the 4 studs? You don't want them on this side. You want to turn it round, because then the bushing is just going to rotate on that little tube there. Push that through. It was probably a bad idea to actually load this. There we go. Push that through like that, and now we're primed and armed. And it's probably, like I say, it's probably a bad idea to load that. I'm not going to. It's just going to roll off instead. So the next thing we want to do is, you can see that the trigger has a little pin right there, and you rotate it and it knocks each stud, and that is what shoots the studs. So anyway, back on track. I want dark brown droid arm. See that? That is a dark brown. It's not reddish brown. You can see that's reddish brown, and you can see that is way darker. It's a dark brown droid arm. Okay, and I want that to go on there. That's going to be our middle. We're going to put handlebars on top of that, because I think this thing is rideable. So there we go, handlebars. And we want to add the wings, so we're going to put the wings on each side of the handlebars here, on these other bars. So in order to do that, we're going to have these other droid arms, and these are reddish brown, and they're going to go one on each side like that. And oh, it's some good clicks today, gosh, like that. And see these little holes here? That's for your wings. So you're going to put the back wings in those little holes. And probably got MC going, this is not a bat gun. This is not Batman. No, it's not. It's not. Right. And we're going to secure this axle in place, and that is going to be secured in with our circular brick with some ridges down the sides. See that? And you want these studs to go into the bottom of that. So we're going to put that in there. I'm going to put my finger on there because it's going to push the axle forward. And that locks it in place. And you can see now what this bushing is doing. It's just really, it's acting as a spacer. See that? It's good free spin on there. Now we want a plate, 2x2 reddish brown plate to go onto that circular piece. And I've got this kind of slightly ski width. I need that straight. I see what I've done. Right, I need to move the wings. So let's move that. Like I say, it's process of elimination, folks. Come on, wings. Try not to break them. There we go. Ah. So we want the plate. So we want the wings. Just about there. We'll do that way. There. One. And two. Then we got the center for the handlebars. There we go. Like that. So you want this plate flat. And that was my mistake. I should have done that first. I should have probably built the body first. See how good that bushing is. I mean, seriously, that's really good. And then we want the plate with the 2 clips on the bottom. No idea what the plate for the 2 clips on the bottom is all about, but that's going to go on the bottom there. And then we want this plate here, which is a bracket, and that is going to fit on there like that. So we've got the studs on the top here, and there's a minifigure can stand on there or even sit. I think you can actually sit as well, and you can have him holding. I think it's standing because the handlebars are quite high. And then we're going to close that off with another 2x2 reddish brown plate, and then we're putting the cone on the back there, and that is the back gun done. Now then, lock and load like I did earlier. Way earlier. So learn from that video. Do not lock and load your stud gun straight off the bat. Back gun straight off the bat. No, never mind. It's you gotta kind of try and get that trigger away from the studs. There we go. Yeah, when I pre-built this to work it out, I didn't have that much trouble. There we go. Perfect. Now all you do is just rotate the barrel. Here we go. Go lose them all. How cool is that? That is awesome. I can find all but one because the other one went on the floor. That is super, super awesome. And that just went down the back. Sean's lost it. Good job that I doubled them up because I still have the right amount for a single round. Like I say, you can lose your studs so easily with this back gun. That's why I probably came with 12 studs. That's how it's supposed to be, is single, but isn't it cool? It is so, so cool. I love this. I think this is amazing. I want a minifigure. We got a minifigure spare? You'll do, my friend. I know he's not a Nexo Knight because I don't actually have a Nexo Knight figure. So we're going to take our Clone Commando or our Imperial Commando and we're going to sit him. We'll change camera. So you can stand on there and can hold the handlebars. Get his hands right. He should be able to hold the handlebars if I got the angle right. A little bit awkward. Come on. For the Empire. There we go. And put his feet in the studs. Let's go lose his helmet. Put his feet in the studs. Yeah. Almost. He almost does. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. I love this. I'm not going to try and shoot myself in the face. That would be very bad. This is so, so cool. There you go. How cool is that? That is super, 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 super cool. Probably one of my favourite Nexo Knight builds yet, I have to say. All right, Mr. Commander, you can have your blaster rifle back and go and cause some mischief. Super, super, super cool. Super, super, super fun. Very swooshy. It does pass the swooshy thing. The ramp, I don't think it's going to do too well on the ramp. Let's try it, shall we? As expected. The ramp, no. But you know what? This actually passes the super, super cool look. I love this. Absolutely love this. I think this is super, super fun. Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it looks really cool to look at as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in seeing this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss it in the next one. I'm Sean from BRIT'N. Peace.